prenup? I know me and Plug answered this on Classic Show, but I'm gonna play this for everybody. This is actually a video where a gentleman is talking about Tyreek Hill and everything that he's about to lose due to not having a prenup. So we're gonna listen to this and we're gonna talk about it.
Tyreek Hill was married for 17 months, not even 2 years, and he's paying like he's been married for life, right? Fellas, let me ask you, why would you ever walk into a system this rigged? 17 months of marriage. That's it. And now Tyreek has to pay over $500,000 up front, plus $20,000 to $50,000 every month in support. He's on the hook for attorney fees, and she gets to stay at the $5.5 million condo that he bought. Went from an average lifestyle to millionaire overnight. Not off of touchdowns, not off of sweat, not off of sacrifice, but off divorce papers. And she's not stopping at child support. She's chasing alimony, lifestyle upgrades, boss chick funding, all off a man who built his empire on the field. Question: why should a man pay a lifetime price for a 17-month mistake? You dudes got to be like Steven Jackson, right? He dropped $400,000 on a wedding, but when his bride refused to sign the prenup, he walked away. No signature, no marriage, period. You see, he understood a prenup isn't a threat, it's protection. If she's afraid of the paperwork, she's not afraid of losing love. She's afraid of losing access. This is why men are losing. You grind for decades, then lose half to someone who wasn't even there when you built it. And here's the truth nobody wants to say. Modern women have become more deceptive. Alimony, child support, custody battles, these aren't just for survival anymore. They're tools to build a boss chick lifestyle. Designer bags, condos, trips, funded by the man she left. That's not family, that's finesse. And let's not talk about paternity. Up to 1 in 25 men are unknowingly raising kids that aren't theirs. Imagine working your whole life just to find out that your legacy belongs to another man. That's robbery. And yet, women who commit paternity fraud face no punishment. And I gotta ask you fellas, is marriage even worth it anymore without protection?
So shout out to Classic Codes for sending that video over to me. Good video. We're going to start with one of the comments from the great Classic from Classic Codes. He said, I don't care what anyone says. If you won't drive without insurance, don't get married without any. I don't care how much you're worth. He said, these are some cake. So I'm going to start with the lady first. Do you feel that all marriages should require a prenup?
In my opinion, all marriages shouldn't require a prenup. I think it depends on finances. I think it depends on what the level of finances this man has and the level of finances this woman has. I mean, Tyreek should have known better. You're this millionaire football player, then why not have a prenup? I mean, I don't know who his wife was. I don't know if she was like a social media person or content creator. Or she just like average Jane Doe like me. You know, if that's the case, you know, if she doesn't have her own money and you up here laying up with these women having babies, something's got to give. I mean, you have more to lose. If you have more to lose than what you came in with, then definitely get a prenup. But I think it just all depends on like your level of finances and what your net worth and what you have already, if you've got houses and whatnot. So
okay. What do you think, Plug?
And honestly, well, I'll say this too. Y'all need to talk about that in the beginning before you even talk marriage. Like what are your expectations through the marriage? Because marriages are meant to last forever. The covenant is meant, you know, you're not supposed to get divorced, but things happen, but yet and still.
What do you think about what he said, April? He said the less you have, the more splitting it hurts you.
I don't know.
Jen says she was never in it for love.
Of course not. And most of these, I'm gonna say honestly, like 95% of these women who do marry into the money, in it for the money and not for love.
Can I say something first, Pug?
Feel free, brother. I'm gonna close this shit out.
I got to talk about it on both sides, right? First, I'm going to address Tyreek. Tyreek should have got a prenup because Tyreek has a track record that he can't be in a successful relationship. Let me say that again. Tyreek Hill failed himself. You got almost 8 kids out there. This is not your first rodeo. You got multiple DV calls on video. You know what type of man you are. You should have signed a prenup before you married the lady. I understand that everything can look crazy for how much he's losing, this and that, but we also seen the other side of it that actually favored the man. Look at old boy with what her name is, the basketball player, Iman Shumpert, and what her name is,
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. It's a guy who got the same benefits that a woman would get. He handled his business correctly. He didn't talk about the issue. She came out on social media, spread their business. Now he getting the bag. So it goes both ways. So my thing is, this is my opinion. If you're a wealthy man, if you know you're going to go out there and be a whoremonger, get you a prenup. If the woman ain't going to sign the prenup, you don't need to marry her. You got to know who you are as a person.
Yeah.
There, even to go back to classics analogy, there's millions of people driving every day without insurance, and some of them never get in an accident their whole life. And even the ones who drive without it, they still not held accountable when it's a wreck. So at the end of the day, it's on your. You see what I mean? Like everything still falls on the person. If you are hit by a non-insured motorist, you're gonna pay your deductible and get your car fixed. That insurance that other person didn't have don't matter. So at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you as an individual.
Yeah.
Now, do I agree with some of the things that Classic said? I do agree. If you're a man making about 50, 60, 70,000 a year, yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt if you gotta split anything out of that. It hurts just to pay child support. So I can just imagine paying alimony and paying everything else. But also, again, I mean, I only can speak from the man's standpoint. You got to know who you are. And then secondly, Steven Jackson was a horrible situation to use because the first woman that he tried to marry was black. They wouldn't sign it. Then he married a woman outside of his race. She signed it. 2 different scenarios. So let me read some of these before I
very different.
Yes, before I let he married a Hispanic lady who was able to sign and do whatever he wanted her to do. Let me read these before I let Plug close out. He said, "Let's use okay." Jen said he wasn't in it for the love. He said, "The more you have, the more money you can afford to bounce back." Jen said, "Integrity, walk and accept nothing." Okay. Splitting your last $20 hurts way worse than splitting 30 million and having 15 million left. Jen said he is living with money. Living with money is endless mentality. Yeah,
Jen.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: it's no such thing as somebody got so much money they could bounce back. Tyreek Hill especially ain't one of those guys. 8 kids. He don't got no bounce back money. That dude. Why y'all think he gotta stay in the league? This dude is he making himself broke.
He ain't been in the league 10 years.
Yeah. What's crazy is women who agree that women deserve all of that from a failed marriage doesn't deserve ish.
No, I agree with that, Classic, because a lot of women like, oh well, he did this and he did that, so I need to get as much money as I can out of that because he wasn't a good man to me. Man, you don't deserve that. And honestly, I don't think that he should be funding her lifestyle either.
But April, this is where we mess up. Men, PSA. This is a public service announcement. Stop using horrible examples to try to justify a question. Y'all will go pick the worst of the. This is the same man that allegedly was holding his baby over a ledge last football season when his wife mother had to call 911. I understand what we're trying to say, but you might want to find a better example before you use Tyreek Hill and Steven Jackson as your points of reference. That's not going to work. We have to do better. You got to go get somebody. Maybe Iman Shumpert would have been the best example. I think he handled it very fair. I think he handled it like a man would handle it. He kept his voice low. He did what he needed to do. But we stop using poor examples, man. We got to go find some people that are better examples. Classic said financial irresponsibility is what it is. I'm saying in general, those souls, I'll rather split $20 million and $20. Hey, I don't want to split nothing. It's my money. God said if he can't bless you to be responsible with little, he can't bless you with more. So if you can't split 20, you ain't gonna never get able to split 20 million. So at the end of the day, and that's what we're seeing too. We're seeing this. We are seeing men make poor decisions regardless of what their category is, from rich to poor. Men making poor decisions. And like I said on the show, I don't think you should require a prenup.
Not require.
Like, it don't matter. Like I said, only way you can require a prenup, we need to get all the other stuff changed first. We need to get child support laws changed. We got to start at the bottom totem pole. There's more men losing money from child support than they ever gonna lose in alimony. It's men out here who make $50,000 a year that's paying double that for child support in arrears. Their check's gonna be taken out. They're gonna be garnished for the rest of their life. Anytime they get a piece of paper, they're gonna get garnished. Anytime they get a new form of employment, they get garnished. Anytime they get a raise, they get garnished. You speaking to somebody who has paid child support. So you're losing money regardless. Like, I mean, I understand this is big money that she's asking for. I get it. But at the same time, I just can't support Tyreek Hill because he's not a good example. I would never use a poor example to fight on. I can't stand on his heel. No pun intended. I can't stand on Tyreek.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes to child support and good women, a lot of men, if they would participate and be present and buy a pair of shoes every once in a blue moon, then they would not be on.
Let you say that, April. Lies. Not saying you're a liar, but
no. But I'm saying that if a man would be present and would participate and buy clothes, buy shoes, buy necessities here and there,
he'll do that and pay child support.
Where they at? Because usually they're like, "Oh, I pay child support. I ain't buying no food." You're exceptional. You're an exceptional. Yeah, exceptional. It's a difference.
So think about that. So that's why for me, I don't have grace or empathy for any of it. Like, I'm a person who had done everything right.
Yeah.
And I still have to obey the law.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everything right. Never missed the first day of school, never did nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still shoveling out dimes. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I can't have. He said, child support and good women is an oxymoron.
That is not true.
Classic. I must say, you are saying the truth. I must say, without saying a lot, you said a lot. You said that is true. That is true. That is true. Jim, which part are you saying is a choice? Classic said can include child support and custody agreement too.
Yeah, everything can be laid out beforehand. But then my thing is, are you speaking into existence your failure, your marriage failure, if something was to happen? Are you already putting that in the atmosphere, or is it just insurance?
I think he's speaking out of stats.
out of stats. Okay.
Because women lead in filing for divorce, and not all of it has to do with infidelity. Some of it is like not feeling like their finances are good, or that's crazy too. Can you imagine somebody divorcing you because they feel like you weren't a provider, but then want you to provide? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it. You were broke when we were married, but somehow you're gonna get rich. That's crazy.
Like she knew she was holding you back. Like she knew she was holding you back. Like, bitch, I know I was your crutch, bitch. I know I was holding you back. When I let you go, boy, you gonna take off. That's why I was holding you back, because I knew when you left me, you was gonna take off.
Jen, you gotta let us know which part you were talking about. That's a choice.
The child support and then doing the things on the side.
Yeah, doing the extra.
I don't think
that's what she was speaking on.
I don't think that's a choice. I think you have to do for your children regardless.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think,
of course.
I don't think that's a choice. Even if you hate it, even if you know somebody, yeah, go ahead. But you can go ahead and close that thing on out.
This is a public service announcement. Classic. This is not for the exceptional, okay? This is not for the exceptional. When we come on here, we talking to the not exceptional and the bitches with babies. This is excluding the ones that are exceptional. The ones that should be held to a different standard. This is not for everyone. Little mama, take his ass up through there. Take his silly black ass up through there. Take his lily white ass up through there. Take his burrito taco eating ass through there. You understand me? I want you to take his soft tender dick ass up through there. I'm talking about take him up through there. If that soft sucker is scared to lose you because of some paper.
Oh, that's what she meant. Know his life and circumstances. Okay, bad. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. If he's scared to lose you because of that paper, guess what? You deserve to take him up through there. If he's scared to lose you because of that paper, because he's scared to lose you because of the paper with the paper, take his soft ass up through there. And I'm talking about take him up through there. Get every car, get every house, get the summer home, get everything. Because if he can't stand on that type of business, he ain't standing on shit. If he ain't standing on his livelihood, then if he don't respect himself first, he ain't gonna respect you. He gonna act a fool. He gonna cut up. He gonna have different holes and be running out in the street. If he don't respect himself, take his ass up through there. But when it come to that, hey, listen. If you scared to say I need to get this baby tested, I be on the road, Shot. I be on the road 6-7 months. 6-7 weeks out there. Hey, I got to get this baby tested. I don't know what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I got to be on top of my game. I don't care. I don't care if you get mad, because I'm already got a prenuptial agreement. See, I ain't scared to ask you for that paper. I ain't scared to ask you for that paper. You shouldn't be scared. If you are worth more than 500, let's say 300. I know my boy. I know what my boy say. I know what he say. Man, losing 20, me splitting $20 gonna hurt. I hear you, cuz. But your earner potential is always gonna be high. Your earner potential. If you done got it once, you can get it again. If you done got it once, you can get it again. So we're not talking to the exceptionals. We're not talking to the exception. We talking to the bullshit nigga. That tender dick nigga. You already know that if you didn't have that paper, you wouldn't have her. So why the hell is you scared? Why you scared? You know the facts. You know the facts. You know the house that you live in. If you didn't have the paper, you wouldn't be there. You see the car that you drive? If you didn't have the paper, you wouldn't be there. So now check your broad backtrack record. Check your broad backtrack record. And you know that if you had that paper, you wouldn't have her. So if you respect yourself enough to protect yourself, take him up through there. Get everything. Because he deserves it. And guess what? You deserve it. Because if he couldn't see the fact,
no, go ahead.
What?
No, I was going to
go ahead. See through the fact that because everybody got to know they real. You got to know they real. Some dudes, they blossom early, fall off later. Some dudes, they ain't got it then, they blossom into something else. Now you feel like you deserve to be here. Why? Because you exceptional on the football field? That's what you think it is? You think your game that tough? If your game was that tough while you was that ugly dude off the football field, you still be pulling bras like that. So you already know. She here because I've been spitting it at her. No, she here. But the game, I told y'all, these cats be spitting that game at these bras with that paper. That's all I'm about. You buy the Louis out the game. You buy Gucci out the game. You buy the Birkin out the game. Oh, man, you deserve that. You deserve everything. She need to take everything. She need to take the whole 50. She need to take the whole 50. And I'm gonna lay up. I'm gonna go let you ski. I'm gonna let you ski. Blow the belly up. Shoot the club up. Because when I'm through, I'm taking all that. And you deserve it because you's a sucker. You's a sucker with paper. And you be the one that be walking through the tunnel. You be walking through the tunnel. Somebody try to get your autograph, and you like, I don't feel like it today. Oh, you hoe ass nigga.
Plug, this is a question that I brought up to Classic one time in his chat. I tell people this all the time. You have to know when you're dating outside of your league.
Thank you, bro.
I think that is something that just because of our egos, I understand everybody think they God gift the women this and that, but sometimes you can look around and look at yourself
and
be like,
I ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah, like
bro, let me tell you something. You ever met that 5 or that 6? And she sweats she the shit. You know why? Because it's one of these lame ass jigaboos that ain't got no game. He using all his look. He look at all his aesthetics, and he going over there late night busting up. And she think that she the shit. That she really. And then a normal nigga that she supposed to be with be coming over to speak to her, and she blowing him all like, who think you talking to? You know, he bugaboo and like, bitch, you a boogaboo, bitch, you. Like, really, bitch, you really acting like this? Are you serious? That's how I feel about them. That's how I feel about the athlete niggas. That's how I feel about them. Be like, bro, you know good hell well. You know good hell well. When I see certain, I'm gonna tell you something. When I heard Grant Hill speak, I say, boy, I bet Grant Hill can spit some game, boy. You know the one that got some game. You know the one that can spit some game. He really putting it down like, hey, bro, how you doing? How you doing? Girl, you looking nice today, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Hey. Oh, Jesus. Hey, that nigga look like a gopher. Like a salty turtle, bitch.
Go ahead. I just want to put up there what we talking about.
You know good hell well, bro. Because I seen Lil' Mama. You know you ain't pulling that without that paper, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And classic, and be real classic. And classic.
Outside your league in which direction? Because most women I dealt with don't deserve me.
Now hold on, my classic. Now hold on, classic. Now, classic, I can sit back and listen to your vernacular, bro. If she ain't even seen you and y'all, you just had the line on the thing and you talking to her, I know you gonna pull her. I know a game spitter when I hear one. I know an intellectual when I hear one. I know he can say something that's gonna make the thing moist. What game do you think he got? I'm fast. Come on now. What he gonna pull, bro? What is he gonna say? What realm is he gonna be in without that paper? He deserved that. I bet on several times he probably called him talking to her sideways and talking down to her like she ain't nothing, and be like, nigga, if you had that money, nigga, you wouldn't be like that. She gonna go get somebody else next week. She probably got at least 150 in her DMs on a daily different. She probably 1,000 men DM daily.
Classic said these females.
That's just as fit. That's just as fit. And skin gleaming and doing whatever the case may be. Eating organic, juicing.
Classic said
Eating sea moss. Eating sea moss.
He said these females are underqualified for a real man. They don't like the job details of maintaining a good ASS man. When they find out they gotta shut up, they mad. Jen said, "Hey, Classic, keep looking. They might be skiing." Tell them, Jen. Classic said, "When they find out they gotta clean consistently, they mad."
Yeah.
Get on the slope. He said, I can do what I want, but she stayed though.
But she can
these
stay
women
though.
don't have staying power. Mandatory prenuptial, please.
No, it ain't even about the staying power, bro. You know, sometimes, man, when you a hell of a nigga, man, you just a hell of a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be completely honest with you, man, like, you know what I'm saying? A few that most was talking about, man, she out your league, dog. I thought, man, I wonder what you were doing. Like, nigga, what, nigga? Why? I'm like, why? Why would you think that, bro? You think less of me? Because I don't think less of me. I think shit. I just do shit accordingly, nigga. That's what I do. I do shit accordingly. But I'm just saying, bro, you know you wouldn't. These Rams and these women that y'all deal with, nigga, that's why y'all getting tossed to the wolves. Like most of these cats that we sad for be like, damn, man, I'm sorry that happened to bro. Some of these niggas that be in these Rams, you don't even deserve to be there. Why? Because you're tall? Why? Because you're buff? Why? Because you put on some cologne? You probably wash your ass well.
These are all Tyreek.
You know what I'm saying?
These are all his baby mamas.
Yeah. And all of them getting broke off.
White? Is she white?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
all of them white? No,
a few of them black. The one on the left,
the
one on the left is probably who he should have stayed with.
Now, you know some women, some women. He looks the
most 5 through 6.
Bro, some men, I understand, man. They go the direction that they go because they have their choices and they have their feelings and they have their wants and their desires, and they find it in a woman. When I look at this collage of women that he has, that look like self-hate. You looking for anything outside of your complexion.
No, he got a bunch.
You already got some self-hate.
He got one right.
You already looking like self-hate.
He got 1, 2, 3. 3 of them black out of the 6.
But they are very light complected.
Yeah, but they black. You can't say self-hate.
No. Self-hate is complexion. No, it's not. It's not the nationality. It's the complexion. Don't get that misconstrued, cuz it's a lot of cats that's pale and ginger with freckles that wish they could tan. It's a lot of them that's blonde and pasty and wish that they could tan and can't tan. Bruh, that complexion. I'm talking about the light-skinned complexion.
All of them ain't light-skinned though.
Well, what's wrong with a man like light-skinned women?
Chocolate. They're not as dark as him, but they chocolate.
But what's the problem with a man preferring a light-skinned woman?
It's preference.
Yeah,
I looked at his collage of women and it looked like one of these things don't belong here, and it's his ass.